If your puppy is about to reach maturity, most likely you already started thinking about transitioning it to adult dog food. But when is the best time to do it, and why is the timing so important? Keep watching us in this episode of Questions with Benji, where we tackle the most common dog parents' questions. We will answer just that. Hi, I'm Paulina from Dogs Lounge, and this is Benji, who sadly is not a puppy anymore. But I still remember like it was yesterday when I was researching when I should transition him to new food and how much it confused me at the time. Is there a specific day you should mark in your calendar for the switch? Well, no, as every dog is different, and just like us, they will level up at their own pace. There are a few general guidelines you can follow though, but before we go over that, I want to explain why getting this right is essential. Your puppy's nutritional needs during its growth stage differ from the ones of a fully grown dog. Mainly, they need more protein and fat in their diet to help with their rapid growth. Just think about it. The average person grows by about 25 to 30 times their weight at birth and does so in around 18 years. In comparison, our puppies can grow up to 50 times their birth weight in a much shorter time period, and depending on the breed, that can vary from 9 to 24 months to reach maturity. So, if we don't feed nutritionally balanced food during that critical time of the dog's life, we can really do some damage. And the bigger the dog, the bigger the chances for them to develop health problems like hip dysplasia or obesity in later years. Calories aren't the only thing puppies need more of. When you look at the feeding guidelines such as these from FEDIAF, you can see that the requirement for certain macro and micronutrients differs a lot when compared to adult dog, especially the very specific calcium to phosphorus ratio, which if not followed correctly can cause many issues for your dog later down the line. Puppy nutrition is a subject for a whole separate video, so I won't be going into more detail today, but if you want me to cover it, let me know in the comment section. And it's not just what puppy food we feed, but how long we do it before switching to adult dog food. As I just mentioned a moment ago, there is this roughly 15 months gap during which a dog can become an adult, again breed dependent. Basically, until 6 months of age, all dogs develop at similar speed, but after that time, some can be considered fully grown after 3 more months, so when they're 9 months, and others after they're 2 years old. That varies depending on the breed, with smaller dogs usually reaching maturity much faster than larger breeds, which need more time, as well as their sex and nurturing status. Here are some general guidelines that can be helpful, so have a look at the screen, pause the video to write it down or take a screenshot and save it for later. With this in mind, making notes of your puppy's weight each month and then comparing them to their breed's growth chart, like these ones from Waltham for example, can not only be a great way of making sure your pup grows at a steady pace, but can also indicate whether it's close to becoming an adult. And you'll notice quicker if there is something off that needs to be checked by your vet too. So now we have two things that we can use. General ballpark figures on reaching maturity based on your dog's size, as well as the weight we monitor each month and compare against the breed standard. Of course, this will not tell you exactly when they will become an adult dog, but it will be close enough. Another thing you can monitor is your pup's body conditioning score. As puppy food is much richer in calories, once your dog becomes an adult and you keep feeding it the same puppy food, you will notice a difference in weight, but also overall body condition. The ribs might not be as palpable as they used to be, the hourglass shape seen from above might not be as prominent, or the belly tuck is not visible anymore. That can indicate that your pup is an adult now and needs different food. You can also notice your puppy is no longer finishing its meals, leaving food in its bowl, and you might think it suddenly became fussy, but in reality it's now an adult who doesn't need as rich food and is just self-regulating its food intake. If you have a foodie like this gentleman over here though, this suggestion will not work, sorry. However, their poop can be another clue for you. If your pup is suddenly experiencing diarrhea with vomiting or other GI issues, it can mean the current food doesn't work for them anymore. Of course, there can be other causes behind the sudden digestive issues, but puppy food can be one of them. As always, it's worth consulting with your vet about whether it's time to switch to adult dog food. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.